So hello guys, welcome back to another new video. So before we start with this new video, I want to talk about two things. So the first thing is that we have successfully completed 100 subscribers. So I just wanted to thank you all for subscribing to the channel. I will keep bringing videos. So the first thing was this, and the next thing which I wanted to talk about is the video. So this video, which is the ngrok video which I made in the wheel framework series, has been removed by YouTube due to some community guideline issues. So I don't know why YouTube thinks that this video was dangerous or harmful, because we were testing it on a virtual environment. So I don't think there is something harm in that. But now this video is removed, and I tried to contact YouTube so that I could get the video restored, but they refused to restore the video, as my appeal has also been rejected. So now I have created a blog which I will be sharing all the posts on all the videos I make. So basically you will find all the posts here which are related to videos which I make. So I request you to keep following the blog here. I will give the link in the description. You can also find the post which got deleted from YouTube here. So I request you to follow this, and you can also join our Telegram channel here. So I will keep posting the blog links here and some other stuff which I get from time to time. So that's it. So without any further delay, let's start with the video. So I will just close this. So in today's video, we are going to talk about a very interesting framework which is called Golismero. I hope I spelled that right. So Golismero is an open source framework or a web framework which mainly focuses on testing the security of web servers and web applications. So let's test the tool out and see how it works. So this tool runs various other tools in the background. So basically you can say that this is a automation tool which automates the running of different types of tools which are used for vulnerability testing. So in background it runs some tools like Nmap and Nikto scanner, which we have used in the past. So it just automates all that stuff. And then the best part about this framework is that we also get a generated report from this particular framework. So after the scan is complete and all the vulnerabilities have been found, it generates a report, and we can simply export that report in the form of a PDF file. And it is very much structured and very nicely mentioned all the vulnerabilities, and we can find these vulnerabilities in detail on these particular sites like CVE and OWASP. These vulnerabilities are all listed inside that PDF, and we can use it. So this tool is very useful. So let's see how we can install and use this tool. So first of all, we will git clone the repository of this tool as usual. What we do, so first we will copy this link, and then we will just go to our terminal and git clone this repository by typing git clone and then pasting the link here and then hitting enter. So as soon as this repository gets cloned on our systems, we can go inside that folder by typing Golismero, and then we can list all the files. So here the first two files which we need to run is this one, which is requirements.txt, and the second one is the requirements unix.txt. So basically these are all the modules or libraries which are required. This tool works on Python 2.7. so make sure you have Python 2.7 installed in your system. In Kali Linux, Python 2.7 comes pre-installed, because most of the tools which are there in Kali Linux run on Python 2.7, so it's a prerequisite for Kali. So here we have Python 2.7 already installed on our system, so we can use this tool. So you can just first install all the dependencies from these text files. So to do that, we need to type pip and then type install and then give argument -r, and then we can specify the name of the file, which is requirements.txt. And after the installation is done, all the modules will be installed from this requirements.txt. It says already requirement already satisfied because I have already installed all the dependencies which are needed. So similarly, when we install requirements.txt, we need to install this one also because it contains some additional libraries. So this will be requirements.unix.txt, and then I will press enter. So here also, as you can see, it says requirement already satisfied. If it is not installed on your system, it will be got installed. So now we are ready to use our tool. So in order to use our tool, let me first tell you one more useful thing which is listed here. You can use this command to basically copy the Gullismero Python file to the environment folder of your system. So basically, whenever or from wherever you run this command in your terminal, Gullismero will start. So you can run it from anywhere in the terminal. So you don't need to come again and again inside that particular folder and to run Gullismero. So you just need to copy this command and run it in your terminal. So now I can run Gullismero from anywhere and from in any directory. So in order to run Gullismero, I just need to type Gullismero, and let's see what options we can use with this. So here, as you can see, this is the interface of the Gullismero framework, and these are the options which we can use. So there are a lot of options, but I will show you the main options which are needed to scan and produce the output of this framework. So let's see. So we will type Gullismero, and then the argument which we need to give is scan, and then we need to specify the IP address or the domain name of the web server or web application we need to scan. So in our case, we are going to scan the web server, which is Metasploitable machine, which is situated on my network. So we will scan it for vulnerabilities, and this will also produce a report of all the vulnerabilities which are found. So I will type the IP address, which is 192.168.5.107 in my case. So now the next command or the next argument which we need to give is -o result.html. So this will basically produce a HTML file which will contain our report. So this file will be outputted, and this file will contain all the vulnerabilities along with their explanations. So this is how normally this tool is supposed to work, but for some reasons this command is actually not working. So there is a alternative solution to using this command. So this will get fixed with time. The tool is still under development, and things will be fixed later on in the future. So in order to fix this thing, we just need to delete this command, and first we need to create a database of all the vulnerabilities which we find, and then from that database we can create a report file after the scan is complete. So let me show you how to do this. So instead of typing -o, we will type -db, and then I will give the name of the database. So I will give the name as database.db. So don't forget to specify .db at the end. So this will produce a database which will contain all the vulnerabilities which are found here, and then we can use this database to generate a report. So that is it. So as soon as I hit enter, it will start scanning. As you can see, you can also link the APIs of other tools such as Shodan or OpenVAS or Spiderfoot. These tools perform some particular tasks. So you can connect it to Golis Mero by giving their API keys. You can find how you can link it on this particular GitHub repository page. So here, as you can see, the scan is proceeding further, and I will just cut all the scanning part. It can take around 30 to 40 minutes to complete the scan at the most. It depends entirely on the server. So I will just let this complete, and I will resume the video when the scan is complete. Okay, so here you can see the application has stuck, and we cannot also exit the application by typing Control C. So this is basically a problem and will fixed later on when the development proceeds on this framework. So for now, there is only one solution to this problem. You just need to close this terminal, because the database has been created as the scan is complete. So we can use that database file. It says unable to open database file, but database is created inside the folder where we run the scan. So we can basically use it now. So I will just turn off this terminal, and then I will go to the terminal again, and now I will go inside that folder and check if the database is actually created or not. So here, as you can see, the database DB has been actually created here. So this will contain all the scan results. So in order to generate a report from this scan results, we just need to type Golis Mero, and then we need to give a command as report, and then the name of the report as report.html or whatever name you want to give, and then we need to specify -db, and then we need to give the database which we want to use to generate the report. So here in this case, I will use the database DB which I created. So as soon as I hit enter, it will start creating the report. So let's see if the report is available or not. So here, as you can see, the report is generated and this is called report.html. So we can just simply go and open it and see what is the report having. So let's go inside that folder and see what it actually has. So here is our report. So here, as you can see, it is a very interesting report, and it is also very user friendly. So it helps us understand what are the vulnerabilities which are available in this web application. So there are a hell lot of vulnerabilities because it is our metasploitable machine. So this is how you can scan a web server or a web application for vulnerabilities using Golis Mero. So for now, this tool is not that stable, but it is usable, and in future these all problems will be fixed, and this tool will become more useful. So that was it for today's video. Thanks for watching.